Hopefully this can be a little bit of an educational video, because I'm sure there's been more than just me that's running it. So both of our Kabota RTV 1100s or X1100Cs with the nice metal doors. Again, I've never had this issue with the RTV 1100 with the metal or plastic doors. So what happens is all of a sudden, boom, you go to lift up the knob and it actually doesn't unlock the door, and you open up the window and the door unlocks from the outside or opens up from the outside. So they have stupid little speed clip. All right, so I open up the panel of the door. The door opens up from the outside. See if you can take out some little clips there, unscrew them. Left some of them in because you don't have to remove it completely. But there's one of them. You unpop them, pop them, pull them out. There's little guides. There's one right there. Boom. All right, I'll have to pick those all up. There's a little plastic piece that holds. So here's the rod that will be connected to your handle. Little rubber piece. So it's got a stupid little plastic piece that'll hold that knob. I'll say screw that, take that metal piece off, put a couple zip ties. I've only put one on, put a second one on. Try your hardest to make sure that it points down. So I put that zip tie over top of it like that, the first one, to hold it downwards. That configuration won't hold it from pulling out, but it'll hold the knob and down. And when you look on the inside, that will keep that little dong in line with the rod. Look at how big that thing is. All you have to do is push on that and it opens. It's pretty hard to miss it, but for some dumb reason, in the way they place the bracket, which if they placed the bracket lower would be actually even better, but where they placed it, if that aims up, so if you just put a zip tie and it aims it up, it actually misses that and will still not open. Oh, there's another zip tie. I had a white zip tie. The zip ties ended up just getting a little too loose, so I'm gonna do a little video here and show this. Doesn't matter for drivers or passenger side. This plastic piece breaks. I do not recommend buying another plastic piece if it's just gonna break. These are like, what, 25-pound zip ties. Those zip ties do not break, and as long as everything stays in place, it works mint. And then just push that back into place, make sure all the knobs are lined up, peel it back so it just have enough room, and then you push those in and click them. Actually, you push them in completely, because they're kind of a prick that way. There's not, they got a screw head to help pop them open, but it's just those things. You almost might as well buy new ones because you break a lot of them when you're taking them off, especially a couple of years down the road. Plastic goes brittle. Plastic may last forever, but it doesn't seem, a lot of different kinds don't seem to hold their same integrity. Yeah, that's awesome. There's the sealed window regulator mechanism. There's no open gears. Only thing it'd be nice if I had a grease knife. You can just grease it up once in a while. This is the door. This is a fix. This is a good fix. Don't just go and bring it in and get them to put the same plastic pieces on and they go break off again. It's a simple little thing. They've made it so simple that at least you're able to get in there and just put a zip tie on it. And that is the only reason. I've never had an issue. The last machine we had a ton of hours on it. And other than those little door latches from the inside, we've had a door open, get clipped, and absolutely bend right out of its alignment. The window was down. The windows have never got crushed. That same one got caught on the door on the bottom and totally mangled it up even more, to the point where you could visually see a concave spot in the door. These doors are phenomenal and they have great components inside them. My brothers were yanking on these one day and absolutely ripped. They're only tiny little screws. They ripped it completely out. But if you use a fender washer behind that or just a bar, you can easily just remount that. These are very well sealed doors. So unless you have a window open, you have to really put a lot in to actually close them. The whole cabs are quite sealed. Obviously not sealed enough to keep the animals from inside. We surprisingly enough had a nice little rat's nest right here. In this case, this could have been a lot worse, but there's definitely a little guy got in there. The fuse box is actually close. It's just underneath the motor to the underneath the passenger side, underneath this little panel that lifts up out of place. You can see it just lifts up and kind of exposes another panel that will expose you to the engine as well as the fuse box. In 1 year, this is the only issue we've ever had. Other than just doing maintenance, changing oil, these machines are phenomenal. And again, that's what I want to. This is a simple, quick fix. It's easy to get at. It only takes me a few minutes. I probably should just start. All right, there's the final zip tie configuration that I like for the car. It's like an X. I got 2 zip ties on there, so that's why it looks like that. It loops underneath and goes up in there. So it is holding it tight, and crisscross to the bar with that last zip tie, and then 1 zip tie goes underneath. And is holding it down the first time. And that will hold it. That will do wonders.